Hi, Pam Bivens here, and I want to give you 8 steps to be a high performance achiever. Now, don't let the name get you because it's not necessarily something that is only business related. This can be for anything you want as a goal in your life. You know, it could be running a marathon, it could be, getting a degree. It's just something that you've always wanted. Okay, so let me get into the steps because I tend to drag it on. Sorry. But the first part of it, number one, would be having a huge goal. Now, it's not something that your mind cannot accept that can happen to you, but it is something like right on the fringe. So you want to, you've seen other people do it, so why can't you, kind of thing. So that's one, just set your goal. Number two would be to plan out your steps. Now that's the steps that you would take from your end goal to where you're at now. So if your goal is to complete a marathon in, next year. So you're going to want to plan out what you need to do monthly, and then what you need to do weekly, and then what you need to do on a daily basis. It needs to get down to daily activities. Okay? Number three is find 4 to 5 people that have done this before you have. Okay? So those would be your mentors on the process that you're going through. Okay? So, number 4 would be to, after you find your 4 to 5 people, write down their tips of what they did to get where they're at, as well as their warnings. Now, don't let their warnings be a negative towards you, because you still might run into them. Just realize that, okay, that's one of the things that could have happened, and yeah, it's here. Okay, deal with it. Okay? So, definitely heed their warnings. The next step is to decide what you're going to sacrifice to take it. Now, if it is running, you might be sacrificing some sleep just to be able to fit it into your schedule. It could be early in the morning, it could be in the evening. It's just all up to you what your daily activities are going to be. For my business, it was definitely sleep. I was waking up an hour earlier, going to bed 2 to 3 hours later, and admittedly, it wasn't for a whole year. It was only for that first bit of time to get me rolling. Running might be a little bit different, okay? So you need to figure out what you're going to sacrifice. I sacrificed TV as well. I go, that was so negative. Most of the things that I was watching, news was a big part of it. So figure out what you are willing to sacrifice to get what you want. So anything that you really want enough, you will not have a problem sacrificing for it. Okay? Number 6, keep away from negative people, negative influences. Now, it could be a negative feed on Facebook that people are like all over. It's like, no, you don't need it. It will drag you down. And once people find out what you want to do or what your goal is, you will find people that will do and say things that aren't helpful. And it'll get voices in your mind talking to you saying, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it, or any of this. It's garbage. Don't listen to it. Go around the people that will help you keep it together, keep moving forward. Okay? So 7, visualize what your end goal will feel like, what you will be like, what the people around you will treat you like, and see it to the minutest detail. You're going to want to do that. The last step is when you win, celebrate it. Let people know that you've won. Let people know that you've done it, because that gives them the encouragement to do it themselves. So, sorry for the, length of this video. It's longer than most of them that I've put out, but I think it'll help you. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube or on my blog, I will go ahead and list out the steps for you down there. If it's not, please go back through it, write down the steps. They will help you. Connect with me on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you in the next video. Take care now.